My beloved soul, imagine that every challenge is actually a hidden opportunity. I call you to a place of stillness, away from the noise of your doubts and the world's prognoses. I want to speak directly to your spirit about that situation in your life that has been labeled impossible. The one that medicine, logic, mathematics, and even the well-intentioned people around you have already declared a lost cause. You have been praying. You have been crying out. You have been holding on to a spark of faith in a heart that, at times, feels exhausted from believing in the unbelievable. You look at this wall before you, solid and insurmountable, and perhaps you have begun to get used to its shadow, accepting it as a permanent part of your landscape. And it is precisely at this point when human hope begins to fade that my heavenly stage is set. What I am about to reveal to you can transform your life. Because this is not about a simple solution. It is about an intervention. You are not about to receive an ordinary answer. You are about to witness a supernatural answer. I am not going to give you a tool to climb your wall. I am going to make it crumble. I am not going to show you a path around your Red Sea. I am going to part it down the middle. What is coming is not an improvement. It is a divine interruption of your reality. It is my hand, tearing up the script of logic and writing a new act in your story. An act titled Miracle. Before continuing the message, write this word of faith in the comments. I receive miracles and signs of divine love. By doing this, you are giving your spiritual permission for the supernatural to invade your natural. You are aligning yourself with my frequency of wonders. Now, continuing the message, I invite you to change your perspective. Stop looking at your problem as an end and start seeing it as the prelude to your greatest testimony. Your impossibility is not your tomb. It is the womb of your miracle. My precious soul, you might ask, with a heart that has waited so long. Father, why did you allow the situation to get to this point? Why let the wall get so high, the illness so advanced, the debt so large? I want you to understand my strategy, which is always a strategy of love and glory. I allowed your situation to become humanly impossible for one main reason, so that, when the victory comes, there will be absolutely no doubt as to who brought it about. If there were a small chance of a logical solution, your success could be attributed to your intelligence, your strength, or someone's help. But I am positioning you for a kind of victory that will silence all your critics and, most importantly, all your own doubts. A victory that will make the world look at you and say, "This could only have been God." I am setting the stage not for your glory, but for mine. And my glory, when manifested in your life, becomes your greatest honor. Furthermore, your journey to this point of impossibility was not wasted time. It was your most intensive training ground. It was in this wilderness that you learned to depend not on bread, but on my word. It was in this furnace that your faith was purified of all the dross of self-sufficiency. You are no longer the same woman who entered this trial. You are stronger, more humble, more compassionate. I was forging in you the character of a queen, capable of ruling over the new territory I am about to give you. The greatness of your preparation is an indication of the magnitude of your promotion. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I trust in the Lord." By doing this, you are declaring that you trust the master strategist, even when his tactics seemed confusing and painful. It is your seal of approval on the entire process. If this message has touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click Super Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Continuing, rejoice in your situation. It is not a sign of my disfavor, but proof of my favor. It is evidence that I have chosen you, among many, to be a stage for the demonstration of my logic-defying power. My blessed soul, and what will this supernatural answer be like? How will it manifest? The first thing you need to know is that it will not come in the way you expect. You have a logical route in your mind, a plan A and a plan B. Forget them. My ways are not your ways. I delight in using the unlikely to accomplish the impossible. Your healing may not come from the most renowned doctor, but from a word of faith being released. Your provision may not come from the bank, but from a source you never considered. Your restoration may not begin with an apology, but with a miraculous change of heart. I am the God of creativity, and I never repeat myself. My method is surprise. The second characteristic of your supernatural answer is its speed. You have waited for a long time, but my action will be sudden. What took years to become a problem, I can dismantle in a moment. Your victory will not come gradually, but like a flash of lightning that illuminates the entire sky. Prepare yourself for a divine acceleration. Things that were stuck will begin to move with a speed that will leave you astonished. And the third characteristic is its comprehensiveness. Your prayer was for one specific thing, but my answer will be a wave. The solution to your main problem will bring with it solutions to secondary problems you hadn't even presented to me. Your physical healing will bring emotional healing. Your financial provision will bring family restoration. I am not a God of piecemeal solutions. I am a God of complete restoration. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you have been waiting for is in this verse, Luke 1:37, which says, "For no word from God will ever fail," or more commonly, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." This phrase is not meant to be read, but to be devoured by your spirit. It is the fundamental law that governs your situation. It is the final verdict on your lost case. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and I am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that for them too, nothing is impossible with God. If this message has touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light. Before continuing, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do it now. By subscribing, you remain in an environment of faith where the impossible is the standard language. Now continuing the message, stop trying to put me in your boxes of possibility. Let go of your expectations about the how and just focus on the who. And the who is the God for whom the word impossible has no meaning. My beloved soul, for this supernatural manifestation to find a place to land in your life, the soil of your heart needs one final preparation. Your faith is the soil, and any stone of unbelief or root of bitterness can prevent the seed of the miracle from growing to its fullness. And the biggest stone we need to remove today is that of unforgiveness. The long wait, the pain of your situation may have created resentments in your heart. Resentment against people who hurt you, who did not support you, who doubted you. Resentment against life itself, which seemed unfair. And perhaps, in the most secret place of your heart, even a small resentment against me for allowing your trial. This bitterness is a poison. It hardens the soil of your heart and creates static that makes it difficult to hear my voice of faith. Today, in preparation for what is to come, you must release all of it. Forgiveness is your plowing. It is your act of breaking up the hard ground so the rain of my blessing can penetrate. It's not about them. It's about you. It's about your readiness to receive. And the most important forgiveness is forgiving yourself. You blame yourself for the mistakes that led you to this situation, for your lack of faith at times, for your impatience. My daughter, if I, the Holy One, have forgiven and cleansed you, who are you to remain in condemnation? Your imperfection is the perfect backdrop for my perfect grace. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you would like to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and I release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This act of forgiveness is your declaration that your past no longer has power over your future. It is you clearing the stage. You are removing all the old props, all the scenery from your old story of pain, so that the stage is clean and ready for my new act of supernatural power. A clean heart and an empty stage. This is an invitation I cannot resist. My precious soul, your supernatural answer will begin not on the outside, but on the inside. Before the wall crumbles, before the sea parts, the first manifestation of my power will be a transformation in your own perspective. I am right now giving you miracle eyes. Where you once saw the problem, you will begin to see the promise. Where you once saw the sentence, you will begin to see the stage. Your mind, which was programmed to calculate probabilities and to focus on limitations, is being reprogrammed. I am installing new spiritual software, the software of faith, which operates on a single premise. If God is for me, who can be against me? With these new eyes, you will begin to see your resources differently. You have been looking at your lack, at what you don't have. But with miracle eyes, you will begin to see what you do have. The 5 loaves and 2 fish. That small talent, that small amount of money, that tiny spark of hope. And you will understand that in my hands, your little is more than enough to feed a multitude and to create a banquet of abundance. Your impossibility was not a lack of resources. It was a lack of recognition of the resources I had already given you, waiting to be multiplied by your faith. You will also begin to hear differently. Where you once heard the loud voices of fear, doubt, and human logic, you will begin to discern my gentle whisper of hope. My voice will become the dominant reality in your mind, and all other voices will become mere background noise. This inner transformation is the most crucial part of your miracle. Because if I only changed your external circumstance without changing your internal perception, you would soon create a new impossibility to worry about. But by giving you miracle eyes, I am equipping you to live in a state of continual possibility for the rest of your life. You will no longer be a victim of circumstances. You will become a co-creator of realities, in partnership with me, my blessed soul. This supernatural answer you are about to witness has a purpose that will echo far beyond your own life. Your story will become an inheritance, a legacy of faith for your generations. Your miracle is not an event to be consumed and forgotten. It is a monument to be remembered and retold. Your children and your grandchildren will sit at your feet and ask, "Tell us again the story of that time when everything seemed impossible, and how God intervened." And your story will become their vaccine against hopelessness. It will teach them, in a way that no sermon could, that the God they serve is a God of wonders. Your struggle and your victory will become part of your family's spiritual DNA. You are, today, fighting for a legacy that will bless your lineage for generations. Beyond your family, your testimony will be a key to set captives free. There are people in your circle of influence who are trapped in their own prisons of impossibility. They have already given up, and they are watching you. When they see what I will do in your life, the bars of their prisons will begin to shake. Your victory will give them permission to believe again. Your light will dispel the darkness of their resignation. You will become a stronghold destroyer by proxy. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, "Lord, may your miracle in my life be a key to set many free," aligns your heart with my redemptive purpose. What the enemy planned to be your testimony of defeat, I am turning into your greatest weapon of attack against the kingdom of darkness. Your life will become the irrefutable proof that human logic bows before divine power. And this testimony, my daughter, is a treasure of eternal value. My precious soul, with the manifestation so imminent, what should your posture be in these final moments? It is not one of passive waiting, but of active preparation. You are the host, preparing the house for the arrival of the guest of honor, which is my miracle. Your first act of preparation is praise. Praise is your audible declaration of faith. It is you celebrating the victory before it even arrives. Begin to fill your home and your heart with songs of worship. Thank me, not for what you see, but for what I have said. Praise is the atmosphere of heaven. And when you create the atmosphere of heaven on your earth, the miracles of heaven find a place to land. Your second action is practical preparation. Act as if your prayer has already been answered. If you prayed for healing, start planning the trip you will take. If you prayed for provision, clear a space in your pantry for the abundance. This performative faith is not to impress me, but to align your entire being, spirit, soul, and body, with the reality of your victory. It is you moving from the bleachers of waiting and stepping onto the field of reception. Your third action is confident silence. Stop talking about the problem. Stop giving your wall the honor of your attention and your words. When people ask you about your situation, learn to answer with a serene smile and say, "God is taking care of it." Your silence about the problem and your confession about my power are your most sophisticated warfare strategy. It confuses the enemy and demonstrates your total trust in your commander. Praise, preparation, and confident silence. This is your posture. It is the posture of someone who is no longer fighting, but who is standing on top of the wall, watching their king's army arrive to complete the victory that has already been won. My beloved soul, we have come to the end of the announcement and to the beginning of the spectacle. The word of decree has been released. The time of impossibility has expired. The stage is set for the most dramatic and glorious divine intervention in your life. Together we saw the purpose of your trial as the stage for my glory. We let go of understanding the how and embraced the who. We cleared the ground of your heart with forgiveness. You received new eyes, a new voice, and a new way of acting, and you understood the eternal purpose of your testimony. Now the air around you is charged with the ozone of heaven. The atmosphere is electrified with the power about to be released. On my part, I give you my final word. My intervention will be unmistakable, undeniable, and unforgettable. It will not only solve your problem, it will redefine your life. It will become your new story, your new ground zero. Your part, my daughter, is simply to remain in this place of joyful expectation. It is to refuse to doubt at the last minute. It is to keep your spiritual eyes open, so you don't miss a single detail of my work of art. It is to prepare your heart for a level of amazement and gratitude you have never experienced. Leave this time with me no longer as the person facing a problem, but as the eyewitness to an imminent miracle. Walk with the dignity of one who has been chosen by the King of the universe to be the stage for his glory. The long night of questions is ending. The morning of supernatural answers is dawning. Get ready. The impossible is about to bow before your God. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "God's supernatural is my new reality." Share your experiences in the comments about the miracle you are waiting for in faith. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more faith-based content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.